Hey there, Pisces. Welcome to your reading for the week of April 19th. New table. Well, actually, it's an old table, but not used to spreading the cards on it. But anyway, Pisces, we're gonna jump right in here and take a look at what's going on for you this week. I'm just gonna do an old school kind of free flowing type of reading for you, Pisces. I hope that's okay. But we're just gonna take a look and see whatever comes up, right? And we're just gonna see what that is. Pisces, this is already looking really good. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising this week for a full picture of what's going on for you. I would also, I don't know what I was going to say, Pisces, but this looks really nice. So let's see what we have going on for you here, Pisces. And Pisces, let's see here. Pisces, you start off with this Fates card here, so I feel for a lot of you that something is fated to happen for you at this time. I really feel you kind of like standing out this week. You have a lot of cards that would represent, not really, surprising people, but I just don't think I think people maybe have been underestimating you in your life here, Pisces, with this reading. And I get that kind of like you'll show them type of energy. I get this energy of you kind of not really showing off, but more proving people. You're proving something here, and I'm not sure exactly what it is yet. For a lot of you, it's just like what what you're fully capable of here, Pisces. Especially Ten of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. Really nice energy is what I'd say to you, but definitely a lot of wishes coming in for you. You have this Enlightenment card as well. Sometimes I definitely feel that Pisces, I'm a Pisces, but I think Pisces is one of those signs. It's like once you click into something, I think you just grab it. You really just kind of double down on things that work for you. So, this could be like in work or in business. It could also be in love or health. It's like you are discovering something here that just works, right? And I think Pisces is really good at capitalizing on opportunities, any opportunity that comes their way. And that's what it looks like you're doing here. And it's like you're really kind of finding your thing, whatever it is. You have the Page of Cups, the Queen of Wands, and the Ten of Pentacles here. This is definitely very good for love. I feel like someone finds you very attractive, Pisces. It's like the Queen of Wands is kind of the energy that you're coming into the week with, and I feel you're standing out. You're really coming up in an extremely bold, assertive kind of energy I get here. So I feel you're really standing out. I also feel like you're like, I see you picking up on little things in my head. It's weird because in my head, the message I'm seeing is like someone picking things up off of the floor, but it's almost like I'm seeing candy. This is going to sound really weird, Pisces, but I see someone like picking up like a trail of candy is what's popping into my head. I feel like that's you, and that is a weird, that is a very weird message, Pisces, but I like it. I like candy. Who doesn't, right? I feel like this is a good energy for you, whatever it is. So, it's like you're following this trail to something that's going to lead to a lot of success. I don't really feel like it's candy, obviously. Sorry to disappoint you, Pisces, but I feel that what the candy is it's like you're being given little clues, like, maybe it's almost like the universe is giving you signs and symbols as to like what you're supposed to be doing at this time, or giving you little clues with, repeating numbers, or, whatever it is for you. It's like fate is definitely involved in this reading for you here, Pisces. I'm also getting here, I feel like someone finds you very attractive for some, this is going to sound weird as well. I feel like saying for some reason, Pisces. I'm not saying that you're not attractive, but it's like something has kind of sparked someone's interest deeper, For some of you, I feel this is like someone who's becoming more interested. Like if you're getting into a relationship, this is someone where they're just like becoming more and more interested here. There's something, this is going to sound weird as well. Pisces is a weird reading, but I look at these stars. I've never noticed this before, but on this card, those stars, they kind of look like a string. It looks like a string that the stars are attached to. And it's popping into my head as like barbed wire, and I almost feel that for some of you, it's like someone has been kind of like, it's kind of a weird message, because it's like someone has been guarding their heart from you, I feel, or you've been guarding your heart from them with like almost like barbed wire, but it's not barbed wire, it's actually stars. It's like something is fated, meant to happen in love. That is an intense message. I feel like that's very intense. It's like someone has tried to be guarded, or someone has tried to, prevent you from getting into their life or whatever, but it's like it's fate, it's like fate is in control here. Something is meant to happen, I feel. So I like that. If this is love, by the way, I feel like there's a lot of attraction. Like I said, Page of Cups, Queen of Wands here. Ten of Pentacles to me is everything you want in your life here, Pisces. So definitely a lot of success coming in this first row. Like I was saying, I get this message of like you'll show them, or you, and it's kind of like I wouldn't really say that I feel you're proving people wrong, because it doesn't have that like aggressive trying to prove people wrong energy. It has more of the energy of just like saying, it's like you're doing something for yourself here, Pisces. In your next row, you have this Enlightenment card here, and this is what you're being enlightened to. I feel like it's like you're coming from a different place, is the words that are popping into my head. This is all starting to come together now, Pisces. What I would say is that some of you, if you're noticing that someone has become like more attracted to you, and, take it how it resonates, could be someone from the past, although I don't really feel that. I feel like it's just like someone you've been dealing with, Pisces. It's because like you have changed, Pisces, and you have it's like your energy is changing with this card here. I get this more like carefree type of energy where it's like, to me, like I said, I'm a Pisces. I'm pretty carefree for the most part, but I do think us Pisces, we can worry about certain things. But I get this like more carefree energy. I get a very confident energy as well. Queen of Wands, but I'm really getting that confident energy here on this Enlightenment card. It's like you're coming off as very confident, very sure of yourself here. And damn, Pisces, I love this reading for you so far. You have the Six of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, and the Tower here. For some of you, it's like you've chosen to kind of sacrifice something here. You have the Ace of Swords at the end here, so I definitely feel that there has been a sacrifice, or that you are making a sacrifice at this time. For some of you, it's like you realize that you have to let go of something. I said this to you in your monthly reading, maybe, Pisces, where I was saying it's almost like you're letting go of something that you don't want to let go of, but at the same time, you have to. It's almost like that feeling of it, being a child and no longer, and then getting older and like no longer enjoying something. I'll bare my soul to you here, Pisces. When I was like a little kid, Pokemon came out, right? The Game Boy game, and I was like, I remember saying to a buddy of mine on the bus, I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna play this game till I'm 50 years old. I love this game, right? Like little 12-year-old Chris, right? And guess what? Have I played Pokemon since I was 12 years old? Hell freaking no, right? I have no interest in Pokemon, right? But it brought me so much joy when I was 12 years old. That's a stupid story, Pisces, but it illustrates the point, right? I feel like there is something that you thought was going to bring you joy for a very long period of time, and maybe at one time in your life it did. And it's kind of like the releasing of that thing that brought you joy could be a Tower moment, right? Definitely. It's like sometimes I wish I could get lost in that fantasy land again, right? But it's like, I don't know, you get old, you have to pay bills and all that other stuff. So it's kind of like that feeling of maybe maturing. And that's what I get for you with the Tower. I also am definitely getting Scorpio in your reading. So if you're interested in finding love, could be a Scorpio coming in for you. For others, the Six of Pentacles is, I'm getting like the wolf that you feed here, Pisces, on the Six of Pentacles. Another deck that I have, I actually forgot it at home, Pisces, but another deck that I have, that I can never remember the frickin' name of either. In one of the decks, there's the Moon card, and it has two wolves on the Moon card, and that card always reminds me of like the wolf that you feed. You can feed the wolf that's full of fears and all this other stuff, or you can feed the wolf that's full of confidence and security and all those other good words. So that is what's changing inside of you. You're feeding the right energies in your life, and you're letting go of worries, and that's what I'm getting more in this last row. You're letting go of things that are causing worries that you just don't need to worry about. For some of you, I feel you could be looking at some of the stories that you tell yourself in your head, and you could be saying to yourself, like why? Why do I even have those fears? I'm also getting like a very specific kind of story popping into my head here, Pisces, that I'm trying to focus in on what this story is, but it's almost like you could have certain worries about love, for example, and you could be saying like, oh, I'm worried about getting lied to, cheated on, and stolen from. And it's like you meet a new person, and maybe this new person that you meet is like, I feel like they have a certain energy, or they're a certain type of person, and it's like you could be worrying about them cheating, but it's like this type of person does not cheat. I hope that makes sense because those are the words that are popping into my head. It's almost like you could be worrying about one thing, but it's like the energy that you're attracting or the thing that you're attracting into your life. It's like that energy doesn't fit into this bucket over here, right? Let's put it that way. It's like in love, you have a cheating bucket and you have a doesn't cheat bucket, right? Like a bucket like this right here. And it's like a person that you're meeting fits over here, but you could be worrying about things over here. So it's like you're giving energy here, I feel, with the Six of Pentacles. You are changing. I feel like you're kind of giving energy to the right things. And this could be any worries, Pisces. I mean, this could be worries about money. This could be worries about whatever. But it's like you're realizing that there are certain things you just don't have to worry about. What's important here as well, you have the Nine of Cups as your center card, which is your most important card here. So definitely a lot of success and abundance coming in for you, Pisces, this week. But what's also important is you're also, I feel, recognizing like energies and actions that you can take to also, it's like you're noticing these buckets that are popping into my head. And you're noticing, it's like, oh, people who have money or who make a lot of money, they do these things over here. And so, like I said, the wolf that you feed here is going to be very important. I think that you're like breaking things down. Like things have, I see things getting less confusing as well. It's like, have you ever seen one of those games where you drop like a coin in the top with all the pegs and the coin like zigzags around? It's like, I feel like your life has been a bunch of coins or a bunch of balls going through one of those like peg things that don't know what I'm talking about, right? And, and it's like the pegs are going down, or it's like the coins I feel are going down, Pisces, and now it's like they're getting to the right place. And but not only that, I feel like there's less confusion. It's like, it's like before you were trying to guess like where to put your energy, but it's like now you know exactly. It's like there's a straight line in my head. That's what's popping into my head here in this middle row. In your last row here, Pisces, you have the adventures card. I do feel like you could be opening up to going on some adventures at this time. I feel some of you could be like traveling, moving, thinking about it as well. You have the Page of Wands, which is also a card of adventure. And I feel like you're just more open to exploring new things in your life. I feel like you're more open to, having an adventure. You have the Page of Wands, the Ace of Swords here, and the Page of Swords. There's definitely a victory coming in for you here. I do feel like your one warning this week is to not, I feel like you need to not focus in too tightly onto this tower situation, whatever it is that you're releasing. The Page of Swords here is facing towards this tower card. He's going this way. The Page of Swords is a card of curiosity, but it could be one of those things where it's like you could be analyzing something to death is the energy that I'm getting here. It's like you could be zooming into something, and I feel like I said this in your mid-monthly April reading. It's almost like I see you focusing in too tightly onto something that just doesn't matter, or something from the past, when really the Ace of Swords here is kind of like saying your victory is in the future here, Pisces. So I feel like it's time for you to kind of like focus on the future. But that's what I get for you. Damn, Pisces, I like this reading. Let's clarify this a little bit and see where it is going. And Pisces, you have the Justice card here. Exactly what I was saying about the buckets. Justice is cause and effect. It says, if I give one thing energy, what do I get back? If I give something else energy, what do I get back? It's like you're trying to tip the scales in your favor here in your life. And this is coming up between the Page of Cups and Six of Pentacles. So for a lot of you, it's like you're trying to get love to tip in the right direction for you, I feel, this week. You have the Lovers. What do you know? Definitely love coming in for you here, Pisces. Some of you, it's like you're discovering your true love here. Yep. You have the Fool and the King of Pentacles here. For some of you, you are, I really feel that this row here is saying that you're moving towards love that is more permanent. You're moving towards someone who's committed. The King of Pentacles, to me, is one of the best kind of people. And again, it doesn't matter what gender you're attracted to. To me, the King of Pentacles is like the best type of person that you could have love with, because they're like in it for the long haul. They're in it to win it. They're in it permanently. And the Fool just says, you're ready to take a leap of faith. For others, I feel like this is, for some reason, I'm getting good news here coming in for you. So I do feel like some of you could be getting good news. I also feel for some of you that you're taking a leap of faith away from kind of things that you have always known. The King of Pentacles is a card of convention. It's a card of what you have always known in your life. And I feel some of you could be kind of walking away from that. Next, you have the a bunch of repeating cards, Pisces. You have the Magician and the Temperance card here. So I feel for some of you, it's like you're You're ready for a new beginning, is what this is saying. There are like some little last things that you're trying to change with that Temperance card. This is popping into my head of you like wanting to prepare for your journey. It's like the Temperance card is going back and forth and saying, like, am I ready? Am I not ready? Am I ready for new love? Am I ready for this new job, this new business? Do I have everything I need? The Fool says you have everything you need right here, right between your two ears. The Magician says you have more than enough. The Magician, he has mastery over all the suits. So you're ready, Pisces. You're ready for a new beginning. Yep, Six of Pentacles here, Nine of Cups between the Nine of Cups and Ace of Swords. You see something as a victory. You know that there is something that is like a guaranteed win for you here, Pisces. Like I said, it's like you are discovering the correct wolf to feed. That's the best way to describe this reading. It's like you're discovering the best place to put your energy. And it's no longer, like I was saying, that coin game. I'm going to try to like link a picture. I'm going to try to, if my green screen works, Pisces, I'll put it behind me, okay? So I'll try to edit it into the video if I remember. But, I see that like coin thing with the pegs or whatever. And it's like there's just a straight path now. There aren't all those like different zigzaggy patterns and things like that. It's just like a straight shot to what you want. It's like you know exactly what to do, Pisces. Yeah, you have the Five of Swords. Definitely let go of this tower situation here. There's like, for some of you, I do feel this as like a repeat tower. It's like there's something that you've been continuously investing in, hoping. It's like that coin game, like I said, or the with the pegs. It's like you've been continuously putting coins in with like a person. And it's just like, I feel like they go in the wrong direction, but there's like someone else in love where if you put the coin in, it just goes straight to what you want. Same thing with work or business. It's like there is just like one thing where if you give it all your time, effort, and energy, Queen of Wands, you'll be very successful. So this is a good reading, Pisces. I definitely like that. Let's pull your outcome row now. For your outcome, you have the Ten of Wands. Definitely work to do, right? It's like the Ten of Wands to me is not a bad card because he's walking towards his reward. So, which is he's about to get to a village where he's going to be able to release his burden. So you're very close to releasing some things that have been very heavily on your mind. Yes, Eight of Cups. You are releasing things, walking away from things that have been causing you a lot of burdens here, Pisces. And Page of Pentacles. For a lot of you, I feel like you're just ready for a new beginning here, Pisces. For others, I do get good news. I said that earlier over here. There's some good news coming in for you here. Something is freeing you up is what it is, Pisces. The good news that you're receiving is going to be something that it kind of gives you a boost. For example, like if you're trying to start a business, but you need money. I feel like you could be getting news that you're going to be getting money or you're going to be getting approved for a loan or something like that. If you're trying to buy a house, I feel the good news is you're getting approved for a mortgage or something along those lines. If you're looking for love, I feel like the good news is somebody communicates with you. Page of Pentacles. So just a good news reading, Pisces. I love this reading. Really good for you, Pisces. So thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and your rising for a full picture of what's going on for you this week. Also, feel free to like and subscribe, Pisces. Really appreciate the support. But thank you, Pisces, and definitely enjoy your week.